Hello Sagittarius, last but not least, this is my last of the weekly readings for, well, the last week in February and a little bit into March. Sagittarius. Okay, so in the coming week, someone is looking very closely at a conversation, at communication that has created discord, shall we say. This is like there's someone looking almost at the aftermath of an argument or, you know, a battle, probably just between two individuals, and they're now looking at it. It feels like they're going back in time. I've got my clocks here, looking at a conversation that was had to try and discern something from it. I have got the Magician here with the owl. So this is either a Gemini or a Virgo, and I've got the King of Swords on the magnifying glass, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This Magician, he is the one, if it represents an individual, who's looking at the aftermath of a battle. I mean, it doesn't need to be like a massive battle, but it's an argument of some sort. And he's looking to see if it reveals a secret. I'm very conscious of the repeating cards here. It's quite something. I've got the Six of Swords in reverse from my After Tarot, which is my King of Swords. So this is someone who's still mentally attached to whatever this is. This is someone who hasn't moved on. At the base of my deck, I have got my two women facing off one another with the Coffin card under them. I've got the Two of Swords in reverse. So a decision has been made. It's time with the clocks here. A decision has been made. And the decision has been made again. And about why, or that someone's not moving forward. I feel that something was slightly derailed here. I've got my two owls, Two of Swords, two women, two dice. I've got two Eight of Cups in reverse, and I've got another Six of Swords in reverse. Six. This is like opening the book here in a mirror image. It's just bizarre. I'm not even sure how to explain it. This Two of Swords is, you know, someone has made a decision. This upright, this is someone who's struggling to make a decision, who's taking a time out and, you know, really focusing inwards and ignoring all distractions. But now a decision has been made. But this Two of Swords, this is what happens afterwards. This is two men that are actually fighting over one woman. And she's just... She's got her blindfold on, but in actual fact, she's having a little peek to see what's going on here. So this is someone who's, I think, pretty conscious of what is going on. But I've got two women, I've got two men. I don't get it. But the Chariot's in reverse here. Now, this can indicate to me aggression. And I've got the black and the white. I've got another two here. It's unbelievable. There's been some sort of argument or battle here that somebody is now taking the time to look back on closely and maybe work out why they haven't moved on. Why they're still stuck here. Like someone is taking a gamble or will be taking a gamble this week, and yet again it's the Magician. Now if you look at the Magician in the Rider-Waite deck versus the After Tarot, everything's like up in the air here. This is him. He's got all the tools. He's our manifestor, he's our creator, he's our initiator. And here it's almost like he's just like tipped the table up and everything's gone up in the air. But we've got a dove here, peace. Someone's maybe trying to come to or reconcile themselves with a gamble that they've made or will make. This is the coming week. But I've got the Eight of Cups in reverse, so this is not emotionally detached. And so this is a King of Swords who hasn't mentally detached, hasn't moved on, is still percolating some sort of fight, battle, but is exhausted from it. And now I've got the Eight of Cups in reverse, which is not walking away from an emotional commitment, but also it's coming back around again, possibly considering taking a gamble here about coming back around again. And then my after tarot is the Eight of Cups in reverse as well. This is just unbelievable. So this is him having walked away, leaving the Eight Cups, not satisfied with what is there, and he's looking for his Nine Cups basically. But this is the one that he's walked away from, and she's gone and picked up a cup. She's having a wee look in this cup. There's a red cup spilled and a blue cup spilled, and I'm conscious that these are the two chaps, one in red and one in sort of like, well, yeah, it's a kind of turquoisey blue. So, you know, this is like, this battle is over, and these guys they're done. Don't know. I hope this means something to someone. I know it's a bit of a mess, but she's still got a cup. It's in reverse. So maybe she's not moved on emotionally. She's just hanging on to the cup that he left behind here. He's not moved on emotionally, or he's taking a risk to move on, or to not move on. And then at the very end, we have got the secret or knowledge. Now, with just looking at my Lenormand here, this could be a secret that's regarding a gamble or a bet that someone has placed. And someone has they may have been gossip. There may be gossip about this gamble. Someone's now looking at it really closely. But it's like after the fact, you know? After the fact, someone is now sort of going back over old ground on a decision that possibly was made. And they're still not moved on. 2 Six of Swords in reverse. 2 Eight of Cups in reverse. 2 of Swords in reverse. 2 Magicians upright. Honest to God, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. I've got somebody in remaining balance. Now I'm conscious I've got a dove here again. This is Temperance in the after tarot. This is someone is like tipping out their cup of love here, or their cup of emotion, and they're not making an offer with the Page of Pentacles. There's a secret about not making an offer. And there's a 3 of Cups in reverse here. So this is like possibly a broken third-party situation, or it's no reconciliation, no hope, no joy. Oh gosh. I mean, I hope that means something to someone. And the last one, I'm going to see if I can get a bit more on it. Let's see, I'll take away the after tarot and get it a bit clearer. Yeah, I mean, as I was getting my coffee there, I flipped over 2 of these from my Mythic Tarot, and this is someone who is stressing about a relationship, basically, stressing about a marriage, stressing about getting married. This is also guilt, shame, and in the main, this is somebody who now knows what they've done with regards to a partnership, and this is them dealing with the consequences of it. So seeing as that deck tried to speak, I'll just have another wee look. What is the King of Swords looking at? Unbelievable. I cannot believe the amount of repeating cards. What is the King of Swords looking at with its magnifying glass? What is the King of Swords Sagittarius reading looking at? Four of Pentacles in reverse. Why he's letting go of something. The Emperor. Now, that could be his father, that could be himself. Who's the Emperor to the King of Swords? Wish fulfillment. And then again, the Ten of Cups again. He's looking at why he's let something go, why he's let a relationship go. Maybe in the past. He's taken a risk. And he's now looking at the risk that he's taken. What is this? What is the book? What is this book for Sagittarius? And this is that there's been an argument. I've now got another Gemini, Knight of Swords in reverse here. So this is just spoiling for a fight. This is a warrior, but it's also someone who leaves you know, his men on the ground. This is a dishonourable person, or the action that was taken was dishonourable. Are you kidding me on? Six of Swords reversed again. 3 Six of Swords reversed. Sorry, Poots. It's just that somebody just cannot move on from this. Or they've got major travel issues. Maybe someone's afraid to drive. I don't know. Chariots in reverse here. It's just unbelievable. So, the secret is that someone has made maybe a rash decision here. They've had an argument, which is mirroring my birds over here. But oh God, I don't know, nobody's moving on. Let me have a look at these women. Who is the older woman here? This one always looks a bit older to me. She's the Sun in reverse, and the younger woman. Oh my God, there's a Chariot in reverse again. And is that my 8? Yeah, that's the 8 of Swords in reverse. So this one, there's no happiness, or this one's not happy. This one's probably a Queen of Swords. This there's no clarity with this situation. This one, there's been nobody. This is probably one of the two here. Haven't moved forward with this one. No progress, and but coming out of the 8 of Swords here, so that getting a bit clearer. Either this woman is. She's single. This one's a risk. I don't even know who I'm reading for here. It's a bit... Show me, what does this Magician want? He wants to make... oh gosh. He wants someone back from his past. He's regretting a decision he's made in love. 5 of Wands again. There's been some sort of falling out here, and now he's regretting it. Probably this King of Swords, and yeah, there's just been a blowout in the past, and it's someone's regretting their decision. But there is 2 women here. Imbalance, Temperance in reverse now. Page of Pentacles in reverse, the same again. Yeah, like an offer wasn't made. Somebody made a rash decision, had a blowout. It's all a big secret, which they've not revealed it. They've taken a risk, maybe to go with another woman, and that's derailed the other relationship, and now they're just stuck. Yeah, bloody hell. In a week? It might go on a wee bit longer than that. Hold on, I'll tidy up a wee bit, and then I'll get you an advice card at this reading. I'm sorry, it's just very... Very odd. Basically, in a nutshell, someone has not moved on from a decision that they've made in the past, which was rash, ill-considered. There was probably an argument. There's probably a lot of gossip about it. And now this King of Swords is poring over old conversations, either physically or in his head, and just trying to get to the bottom of, you know, what was decided on and why. Okay. So very, for Sagittarius reading, very strong Gemini and Virgo, with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini and Aries. I think that was it. Yeah, Aries. Quite a bit of Aries in here as well. Just taking an advice card. I'll take one of these. What message can you offer the Sagittarius that this reading is for the week beginning the 26th of February? Message for Sagittarius for this reading, please, for it. It might help. Nautilus Princess, powerful personal growth. Don't know this one. Nautilus. You may be a very gentle, appeasing and timid soul who's facing a challenge. You're being asked by the universe to step up into a more senior and conspicuous role, and you are concerned about whether you can be powerful and still be a good person. The pearls here signify that you must act from a pure place and from a natural place, and treat this quest as a sacred task. The Nautilus says you will grow in ways that are perfect and perfectly proportioned, just as the Nautilus is. And this is a natural result for you. Expect to grow more and more over time. This is a time of spiritual and emotional transformation, which could come to you via a friend who's older or more experienced. She will share her skills and some of her secrets with you. You could be about to experience a deeper friendship, meet a teacher who really opens your mind to a new realm of discovery, or find a trainer who can coach you in such a way that your potential blooms strong and fast.
Night night, Mum.
Night night, doll. You may be about to get an after-school job that pays good money, and you will be asked to step up and deal with the new abundance in healthy ways. There will be responsibility and rapid growth. Dignity, truth and wisdom are your best guides. It's now time to take yourself and your potential seriously. As I was sort of reading that, I began to consider, because sometimes I see the owls here as, I mean, it's like grown-up conversation, but it's also professional advice. So I wonder if someone, Sagittarius, you or whoever you're dealing with, is now actually getting some advice. It was the Five of Wands, as to why they're having maybe anger issues. Also why they are, you know, just in general, why there's so much conflict in their life. So I think they're actually getting help from someone to look into this matter, sort of like going back in time and poring over their history with possibly more than one relationship. So someone who may have relationship issues, and they're now getting help. Yeah, because the Page of Pentacles is twice in reverse. So this is like they're not making the progress that they should be. They're not making they're not initiating relationships properly. They're maybe quite emotionally immature, and their relationships are they're not like they're not building them properly, and yet when they don't work out, they're not able to move on from the fact they haven't worked out. Give me another card for the Sagittarius reading, because I think it's sort of getting it a wee bit now. That's in reverse. Yeah, this time has come and the time is act now. This is the priestess of time with the clocks here. So this is time to basically step up and sort of take control of your own life. This can sometimes, this is stepping out of your comfort zone, basically. This is what this is. You need some space in a relationship. That actually came up in reverse, but I never read these in reverse. So I think this is what you're looking at is... yeah, I mean, this is a toxic relationship. Maybe you've had a string of toxic relationships and you're trying to get the bottom as to, you know, as to why that they come round that way, or why you're attracting that kind of person, or why your relationships all end up like the same. Yeah, the same. Yeah, you can't move on emotionally, you can't move on mentally. There's conflict being created, and ultimately your relationships are turning toxic. And I think you or someone that you're dealing with is now getting help on that. Yeah, and I've got the 3 fates at the base of the deck here, and this is like the karmic wheel. This is, here it comes again. This is someone who's continually doing the same thing over and over, continually getting the same results, and is now maybe looking at a way to, you know, stop that happening. I'm sorry, I think that was the bit. I think we got there in the end. I'm clear now, but gosh, that was something else. This is like someone who's maybe had 2 relationships that are almost identical. There's a mirror image here. That's why I'm saying this book, you know, the spine in the middle and the coffin. 2 ended relationships, and it's someone literally going over the, you know, the debris of these relationships, looking for some correlation between the 2. To try and get to the bottom as to why they, you know, end the way they do. Okay, Sagittarius, that's your reading for the week. I hope you find it useful. Please like, subscribe if you would, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great week. Bye bye.